Hi Aggie, thank you for doing our International Women's Day talk with me today.
Hi, Hannah. Yeah, that's not a problem. It's nice to be part of it.
Good. So yeah, I'm just going to ask you a few questions about it and we can just have a discussion about that. So the first one really is, what does it mean for you to be a woman in your career, so in your health industry or any previous jobs?
Um, it does mean a lot, actually, because women, I mean, in the past, there was not too many women actually in the fitness industry. So only recently, I think they're more popular and there is more women coming into fitness. So it used to be like male dominated environment, but I can see it's changing. So actually being in fitness and health, it means a lot.
Great. So what are your experiences then of being part of the fitness industry? So like positive ones that you've had or any sort of barriers you might have experienced?
I mean, personally, it's pretty much all positive. I didn't, as I said, personally, so I didn't feel like pushed aside or wasn't included in. For example, when I used to work in a gym, I was always part of the team. So my personal experience is rather positive, I must say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Great. So you work with a lot of women on our program, so the Active Wellbeing program. So just sort of your experience of working with women on that and trying to get them to engage in physical activity.
It's great. Generally, it's great. I mean, you have different people with different characters, with different problems, and different abilities as well. But generally, it's good that the program like that it has been created, and they are engaged in participating. So generally, it's brilliant to be able to help with them as well. And there are some bits and pieces obstacles, but generally on the positive side, again. So it's great to be part of helping women.
Lovely.
To become better and to become better, like mentally, physically, and yeah.
Great. Yeah. So then, sort of leading on from that, do you see any barriers that they face that you have sort of been a part with or worked with them on? Sort of, yeah, general barriers that they faced getting involved in sport and activity.
I mean, I think with women generally, it's time, childcare, sometimes image as well, like they're not confident within themselves, those sort of issues. But I think time is the most precious sometimes, because if women have children, it's difficult to find. Again, they main how do you say, they main providers so they look after children, so that's the main problem, I think. But also they don't feel confident in their skin sometimes, so they don't want to come out, they don't want to exercise, but there is a willingness of change, so they would like to become fitter, better and healthier as well.
Great. So then what do you hope to see for women in the future of the health industry? So sort of young women coming up into the health industry, as well as sort of like the women you work with, that coming over those barriers, and where do you think, or where would you hope for them to be able to get to?
As the instructor, I'd like to see more women working in the health and fitness industry. Although I see it has changed from previous years, because in the past it used to be like male-dominated environment, and now it's changing. And yes, women generally should come forward and then seek the help if they need to. They should ask questions. They should be more employable as well, and especially young women as well, because I think they sometimes women think they're not good enough for the position, but they have to come across, and they have to change the way of thinking, because we all equal, we all have the same values, and and it should be treated. We should be treated the same as male, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think it's
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, lovely. No, thank you. So yeah, just to kind of finish off, really, it was we are all making pledges for International Women's Day. So do you have a pledge, like a choose to challenge that you'd like to share?
Yes. So, I choose to challenge the gender bias and female stereotypes.
Lovely. Great. Thank you, Aggie. Thank you so much for doing that talk with me. And yeah, thank you for getting involved.
No problem. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure, and it's been great to be part of it as well.